Welcome back. World Food Day is an international day celebrated every year worldwide on the 16th of October to commemorate the date of the founding of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization in 1945. Namibia's leading conservation and sustainable development non-governmental organization, Namibian Nature Foundation, is also commemorating the day. Now, with more details on this, I'm joined this morning by Mareike, who is the project manager of the foundation, as well as Ms. Leena Iipumbu, who is a admin and project training at Namibian Organic Association. Ladies, good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having us today.
Mareike, just to start with, the Namibian Nature Foundation promotes sustainable development, the conservation of biological diversity and natural ecosystems. Please talk to us about some of the programs that you run.
Sure, thank you. So we are here today in the scope of the project called Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture. The Namibian Nature Foundation has a portfolio of many different projects on different topics, and they also have a portfolio on agricultural projects. And this is now one of their agricultural projects, focusing on supporting the organic sector. It's a continental project run in many different countries in Africa, and looking at supporting networks in the organic sector, supporting the knowledge base in the organic sector.
Mm-hmm. Leena, the foundation actively participates in key local, regional, national and global processes, and also contributes to environmental and sustainability solutions, as Mareike just alluded to, primarily within Namibia, but also beyond our borders. Take us through some of your most recent activities.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. So, like Mareike said, we are here for specific project, the Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture project, where one of the activities we held was the training of Teen Force trainers, what we call the TOT, that was held in the eastern regions, the Kavango region, where we had about 27 participants that were trained to become multipliers, what we call multipliers, to train other farmers on what they were trained on organic practices. And this was facilitated by the International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements, what we call the IFOM. And and again, one of the activities, or some other activities that we do as a Namibian Organic Association is that we offer different trainings. Some of the trainings that we held this year was the beekeeping course. We also did the fruit tree care and planting, as well as the recent one, or just last month, we had a voucher production course. Yes.
Fantastic. Mareike, what is the foundation's take on the importance of food, in a global context?
Of course, food production and eliminating hunger is an objective globally, the objective of zero hunger by 2030. And Namibian Nature Foundation, as well as Namibian Organic Association, of course, support this goal, and we want to contribute what we can in order to achieve the goal of zero hunger. And for us, it's very important to link this to a conservation-friendly way of producing food, and to make sure that the food that is produced is really nutrition dense. It gives the right nutrients that the people need, and is sufficient for people in Namibia. In Namibia, many of our population are still suffering from hunger, and especially of stunting. If you look at the rates of child stunting, it's more than 20%, and this is mostly related to having not enough food and not enough nutrients. So it's not only based on calories, but it's also based on the nutrients the children are able to take in. So the take of us is really to ensure that people can produce food in a sustainable manner with a nutrition-dense outcome, and can support their families, and thereby then achieving this goal of zero hunger in Namibia as soon as possible.
Zero hunger by 2030. How feasible is this goal in the Namibian context?
I think it depends on the ways that food production is changed, or how that is taken up. Many people in Namibia rely on subsistence farming. And in many cases, this is very low yielding, and resources aren't used in the way that they could be used in order to produce higher yields and healthier food also. So for us, it is very important to make people aware of what they can do in their local contexts and with the local resources they have, and improve the farming systems in order to really be drought resilient, which is a critical issue in Namibia, and also to just have higher yields in general, and also a wider variety of food in order to receive those nutrients that they need. So I think it is still it is a very high goal to reach, the zero hunger by 2030, but we would like to contribute as much as we can in order to achieve it.
Yeah. Leena, would you like to add on to that?
Yeah, no, I think just looking, when you talk about zero hunger, looking at the Namibia population, I always say that food security, I think, is very, very much possible. I mean, we are only 2.5. And if we can just all try to produce, and or definitely we can always make up to something.
Yeah. Mareike, just unpack the link for us between, food conservation and sustainable development.
I think it's a very important link to understand. Globally, agriculture is actually the driving factor for biodiversity loss. So it really has a big impact on how this world is going forward. If it is going forward as a sustainable system and a planet that can survive, or whether we're really having big challenges in the future. So for us, it is very important to focus on how food is produced and not only how much food is produced. So that the way that food is produced is a long-term sustainable system, is not depleting the soils of the vital nutrients, of the soil structure, of the potential to hold water, which is a critical issue in conventional large-scale farming. But if you employ organic methods in your farming system and you really focus on increasing soil fertility, regenerating your resources that you have, you can actually create a system that is supporting biodiversity as well as growing a good amount of food, a healthy food without harmful chemical residues, without GMOs. And for me, this is really the link between food production, good food production, sufficient food production, and conservation, and an overall sustainable system.
Yeah. Let's talk about organic agriculture and the potential it holds, to provide food security and adequate nutrition, not only now but also in the future.
Yes, I think especially in Namibia, organic agriculture can really improve livelihoods. As I said, in let's say traditional farming systems, yields are very often low, very often soils are poor, and they are not replenished with the nutrients they need in order to have a sustainable system of food production. If you add chemical fertilizers, for example, this will support the current growing season and will feed the plants directly with nutrients, and they will then grow in that year. But the year after, your soils are depleted again, and you might even have to add more of that because you have also maybe destroyed some of the biological functions of the soil. So organic agriculture is really looking at how can we have that on a sustainable manner and have good soils that really produce good yields in different rainfall events, and without having to always put in costly inputs.
Yeah,
and that will definitely increase our food security on a long-term basis.
Yeah. And does Namibia have the type of soil to support organic agriculture?
Any type of soil can be improved using organic methods. So, of course, in the northern areas you have a lot of sandy soils, but in order to have a good production system on sandy soils, organic matter is vital. And you can include organic matter or increase organic matter content on any type of soil. So for example, Namibia Nature Foundation focuses very much on conservation agriculture as a farming method. So that's reduced tillage, mulching, and crop rotation. And all of these three principles, they aim at increasing organic matter content in the soil. And that's functional for sandy soils as well as loamy soils, no matter what. And that's the basis of organic farming.
Fantastic. Leena, talk to us about how the Namibian Nature Foundation commemorates World Food Day.
Yes, so World Food Day was celebrated just now, the last Saturday, the 16th of October. And from us, Namibian Nature Foundation, Namibian Organic Association, we personally went live on NBC radio, national radio station, where we had an interview just to talk about organic agriculture and also food security, as well as celebrating World Food Day. as well as Mareike also was on Nova FM with the same interview that was held by the national radio. So one of the things that we've been busy with was a panel discussion. We're looking at the organic agriculture contribution to food security. So basically, unfortunately, we're not able to broadcast it on the radio stations as planned, but Nova FM still plan to make it available next week Saturday, and of course we'll also make it available on our YouTube channel. Yeah. Another thing that we also did was we have been busy doing a world food competition on our social media platforms, where we still invite people to participate. It's actually ending today, yeah, but we invite everybody to take part. So what basically we do is we ask them to either take a video or a photo of them either in the garden or possibly just a plate of your most nutritious meal, and then you just take us. What I always recommend is for them to visit our website, our Facebook page or our Instagram page, Namibian Organic Association, and there they will also find the instructions on how to tag, tagging us in their post. And basically what we do is the most liked post definitely win the prizes, but we are having 2 lucky winners where they will get then quite a good price of, we have a hamper of organic food, locally produced food from our farmers, as well as a voucher of $200 from Organic Box, and a cash prize of 500 Namibian dollars.
Fantastic.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, ladies, unfortunately, we're out of time, but Mareike, just briefly, your last remarks.
I would really like to encourage all Namibians to live a healthy lifestyle and to focus on that every day when you choose, for example, your food. Choose healthy meals. As Carmen Litlachoy said in our panel discussion, you only have this one body, so look after it and consider healthy lifestyle choices.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
That was Mareike, the project manager of the foundation, as well as Leena Iipumbu, who is admin and project trainee at the Namibia Organic Association, speaking to us right there. We'll be right back shortly.